Welcome back to All Sports Media TV, everybody. I am your host, KJ the Great. Thank y'all for tuning in. If this is your first time, I appreciate you tuning in. Go on down there and hit that subscribe button and that like button and bell icon, all those good things, man, because it helps me to help you. I keep y'all updated because I love the sport and I know y'all love the sport. So we talking boxing, man. Let's get into it. We got the WBA champion, Nick Ball, featherweight champion, 126 pounds. If you don't know, he'll be returning to the ring his homecoming fight October 5th, man. He's 20 wins, no losses, one draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. He last was in the ring with Raymond Ford, where he picked up the title via split decision. That was a really good fight. I caught the highlights and then I went back and watched it again. I thought it might could have went either way. But you could kind of say there was a couple later middle rounds where I felt Nick Ball kind of tweaked the show, slightly stole the show in that, but it was back and forth type of deal. So that was his second outing at for a title shot. And he had a split decision draw with Ray Vargas prior to that. Um, he didn't do enough in that. He didn't do enough in that fight. We just call it what it was. He didn't do enough. Some controversy around it. I want to say for me it wasn't too much controversy. It was just hard to score a lot of those close rounds. But he felt that he won the fight. It was one of those things where he was just like, man, I thought I won the fight. I thought it was close, but I won the fight. I did this, I did that. You know how these guys talk. Now he'll be taking on Ronny Rios, um, who is 34 wins, 4 losses, no draws, with 17 wins by way of knockout. He was last in the ring with Nicholas Polanco. He got a fifth round KO in that fight. Um, he's a good fighter, man. He's had some setbacks, but I still think he's just right there. I think he's right there. He needs a win like this type of fight to put him back in the right position. This is for the title, but I mean, like when I say the right position, I mean the right position to get the bigger fights when he moves up and control the narrative, all those type of things. That way he's not getting played in negotiations. That's what I mean. Now he did take a TKO loss prior to his fight with Nicholas Polanco. It was a 12th round TKO loss to Marujam Akhmadalev. You guys probably heard me speak on that fight a while back. But that was for the unified titles at 122 back in 2022. So yeah, of course, since then he's moved up and he's trying to make his campaign at 126. These two fighters, man, y'all know, smaller guys, uh, typically 130 and down, man. Those guys, they throwing punches and bunches. They are throwing punches all round long. It's one of those things where the fighters they just don't seem to get tired. The right punch comes at the right time. With these two guys, though, man, I'm kind of anxious to see um what Nick Ball is going to do because his last two fights being draws. What is he going to do to separate himself in this fight? I think he can, and I think he will. Um, but what is he going to do? You can't give away rounds. You can't give away the close rounds. You have to do something to separate yourselves in the judges' eyes, not just for the ConcuBox numbers or the fans, this and that and that. You got to do something to separate yourself in the judges' eyes. So what is he going to do to that now with Ronnie Rios getting that stoppage in the fifth round over Nicholas Polanco? What is he going to do to try to either replicate that or get a dominant win? I don't think he'll knock out Nick Ball. I don't believe so, but I think he will pose a challenge for Nick Ball. Um, this being in Nick Ball's hometown, home, I think he's going to pose the type of challenge that Nick Ball needs, and for him to separate himself finally and be that, hey, I'm that guy at this division. All other champions, bring it on. I think this is what he's gonna have to do He's going to have to work his way in. He's going to have to land those jabs, land those punches. I think body shots is going to be key. Um, I think body shots are going to be key as Rios. I believe he's older. Can't remember his age right now, but I think that's going to be a key in this one. Go to the body and don't stop going to the body. Go through the body throughout the 12. Expect to go 12 and go through the body throughout the 12. I think that will be key for Nick Ball. But I want to know what you guys think about this fight. Who do you see winning this fight? How do you see it going? Knockout, unanimous decision, or third time's a draw for Nick Ball? Let me know in the comments. Hey.